Wild dogs at the dam! Wild dogs at the dam! You got them? You got... No, let me move. I don't think they're going to come up here. I'll get back to you, Minamu. I just saw this little trotting figure. Tingana? Yeah, they're coming here. They're coming along. We'll have an interaction. I'm going to wait here. There. You see there, Ferg? Just through there, coming up here. Let's just see if they come up. This is wonderful, and we're all on our own. No one here with us. Yeah, he's still coming up. He can smell the meat, you see. Here he comes. He's coming. 2 of them now. Minamu, I'll get back to you. Tingana's ears just flicked up. We are going to do one of our unscheduled broadcasts. Here they come. They're coming up the drainage line. It's dead silence. No bird is calling. There's not a sound. Now they're turning round. There are just 2 of them there. They can smell something. They know they killed this impala here today. Now moving back down towards the waterhole. There, he's up. He can see them. He spotted them. Look. They've seen him too. Now he's going to go straight up the tree. Here they come. They've come. Here they come. Just 2 of them. I'm going to move. Hello everybody who's just joined us. We're sitting here in the western fringes of the Great Kruger National Park. We've got a leopard in a tree here, and we've got a pack of wild dogs just below the tree. We're just going to see if we can get a better view. Wild dogs and leopards have a foul relationship, much like domestic cats and dogs. Oh, let me sneak a little bit forward. There we go. They're a little bit nervous, the dogs are. Obviously, because it's a big male leopard. You might just be able to hear them going. Now, what happened here this morning is that these dogs killed an impala at a waterhole. The leopard came by after they'd left the remains. He took the remains, he's put them in this tree, and now they've come across him. And he's just leapt up the tree now to get away from them. He just heard them in time. And he'll be completely comfortable sitting where he is now. There the dogs are. Here they come. Look at this. This is magic. Coming up the side now. Just the 2 of them, I think. They'll just be warning him, saying, you stay in the tree. He'll be completely comfortable because they cannot climb. But they have a really bad relationship with wild dogs, and they'll be denning at this time of the year, you see. The dogs will, and a male leopard that comes across a wild dog den will tear the puppies to pieces. Now, Nick, this is beyond awesome. This really is very special to see. I mean, it's a common interaction that happens when these 2 species come across each other. But to be live with it here is very special indeed. Please keep talking to us, everybody, if you'd like to. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is James. You don't need to know that. But if you're interested, that's what's going on. Just the 2 dogs. And they are very upset. I'm very, very upset to find this big cat here. Now, I don't believe that these 2 dogs would actually be able to take on a big male leopard like this. I think he'd give them a run. But of course, he's not a risk taker. He's never going to take a risk at having a fight if he can avoid it. 3 or 4 dogs, however, would be a big challenge for a male leopard. Dina, you say they sound like rutting impala. They do sound like rutting impala. That growl they're making is very like that. Look at him jumping up and down. They won't let it go. Sorry, Lisa, I missed your question. Can we have it again? Lisa, I don't know if there is a rest of the pack. I don't know who these dogs are. So it's entirely possible that this is the pack. It's possible that the rest of them are actually at the water. And perhaps they may have chased something into the water. We're going to go and have a look shortly. I'm just going to let them go away. We know where the leopard's going to be. We don't know where the dogs are going to go. So I'm going to suggest that we head off towards those dogs, towards the waterhole, and see if we can't answer Lisa's question ourselves. Is that right, Ferg? We'll stop here. Sorry about the little bit of signal break up there, everybody. We are in a tricky area. This is just fantastic. Now, why on earth a hippopotamus should be vaguely worried about a wild dog is beyond me. But they all react to wild dogs like this. Even elephants react to wild dogs like this. They get deeply upset. And now everything has settled down. I wonder if they haven't already killed a scrub hare or two and have just come here for a drink. It's also possible, of course, that the pack was split while they were hunting. That does happen. They all bombshell around, or shotgun approach to hunting can often split the pack up. I actually also think that those hippo would be closer to the wild dogs chasing them away if it wasn't for the fact that we are here. Holly, yes, that is the entire intention behind what we do here, that you feel like you are right here without actually having to be here. The hippo's coming out. I'm glad you feel like you're right here. That's wonderful. Poor old Tingana in his dotage, having to leap up a tree like that to get away from the wild dogs. Just giving a bit of a warning yawn to the dogs. That's a cow, hippo cow. There's a big bull behind her. And so the fact that he's not interested in this conflict is quite interesting. It's only her. Now that other dog is now starting to look up towards where the leopard is. In fact, we can see the tree where the leopard is from here. The leopard is not coming down. Amelia, difficult to tell which one is the alpha here. If this is a pack of 2, it's most likely a dispersal pack, so they're probably siblings, you know, and they'll join another pack. I don't recognize these dogs, but you know, we see them so infrequently that it's very difficult to remember what they all look like. Oh, I do need to call the sighting in, of course. Except, of course, we don't view dogs in the night time. Stations, there are 2 wild dogs at Buffelshoek Dam. This is just the most magical thing. Now everything's calmed down. Indra, I'm guessing that these dogs would probably be into their, about 18 months old. I don't think they're much older than that. They've got ears that are Well, except that one of the water's got mangled ears, slightly mangled ears. So he's probably a bit older. So the chances of him being part of a dispersal group, very small. Hippo getting very upset now, yawning. You can have a look now. I think they're both females, you know. I don't think... Yeah, they are. They're both females. They're older than 18 months as well. They're adults. They're fully adult. So why that should just be the two of them, I'm not sure. Unless they're part of a much smaller pack that has denned somewhere and they've been kind of sent out as a feeding party. Nick, they're diurnal hunters, and so the reason we don't view them at night is that, you know, they would normally try and avoid being seen at night, and so to view them at night we'd have to shine some kind of a light on them or disturb them. We could probably do it with our infrared lights, and we have got thermal technology on the vehicle as well, but what our attention to the dogs obviously will be followed very closely by other game drivers in the area. I think they're going to go north. Let's just keep a quick look. And so basically we will try not to view any animals active at night with any kind of lighting. Alrighty, that was just fantastic. Everybody who's just joined us, you can keep watching us, of course. If you go to Safari Live on YouTube or just Google Safari Live, you'll find a platform where we do our 2 daily scheduled shows. One of them from 5:30 in the morning to 8:30, and one of them, of course, from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. That's Central African time. And for those of you who have just joined us, thank you very much for your questions and comments. We'll see you again very soon.